Hey guys, welcome back again from Tampa Bay. Wanted a chance getting in a little short ride here just before another daily storm comes in. We had a heck of a one rolling yesterday. It was huge. It was this little 5-mile strip of storms. It was going diagonally right over us for about 45 minutes. Intense winds. Everybody had tree limbs and everything down in the yards. Tell you what, it washed my car really well. Didn't mind it whatsoever. So what's going on? I thought I had mentioned this in a previous video, but I think it was one where I lost the clip. And that's that I'm planning my next ride up to Deals Gap and the Blue Ridge and Smoky Mountains and all that kind of good stuff in several more weeks, a little sooner than I planned. But I had a viewer, hi Pat, contact me, and he's got a group of guys that were going up, and he had one of the guys drop out at the last minute and was very kind enough to offer me the slot. And I've never done a trip quite like this. What they're doing is renting a cabin and just taking over the whole thing and using that as a base camp for 6 or 7 days. So it's located pretty much near Deals Gap, pretty close to where I was last time when I stayed the last night. So it's right in the middle of everything. And then basically we just go out for day rides, which should be pretty cool. And also it's cool because I can leave my gear that I don't need, like my trunk, and make it a little more fun to ride. So I'm really looking forward to that. And it will allow me to go places in that area that I didn't have the time or schedule for. What's also really cool is when it rains, and it always will sometime, you're not washed out. You know, you just come back and you wait it out, or you go somewhere else that you were going to go that it isn't raining. So I'm really excited. And it was also slightly cheaper than going on my own. You know, 4 guys splitting the cost of the whole place rather than, well, what did that last one cost me? With the dinner, what was it, $140 a night? So roughly half the cost of just going on my own and just renting a room here or there. Hopefully it has pretty good internet. But the other cool thing is, it should be more relaxing because you've got the home base and we're just going to go get groceries, and of course I'm bringing cigars. I know at least one of them said that they would partake, so that should be pretty cool. And we'll go get groceries and cook out. I don't know if they know I cook or not. They didn't really know about Cigar Obsession, so they probably don't know about guy stuff. But anyway, that should be a really cool trip. I'm really looking forward to that. I just hope the weather works out. That's really the only variable, but it is what it is. I'm going up no matter what. This will be my 3rd time up in a different season, so we'll see what works best. I know to avoid winter, so I don't know if there is a perfect season up there, but hopefully the traffic isn't bad. I'm going to pretty much do the same plan I had last time. Go up in the middle of the night, avoid all the rush hour areas, get up there and take it easy. First day up, I think for everybody is going to be just relaxing and taking it easy. They're coming from Ohio, and they said the drive is about the same as it is for me, so we should all be arriving near or about the same time on that first day. Of course, I'll be bringing videos and everything, so that should be pretty cool. What else is going on? Well, I got my final approval for the AIMexpo media gear and all that kind of stuff again this year. Slight changes because right at the show last year, the organization, it was only their 2nd year, they got bought by a larger media and promotion group, which was a good thing. I mean, they were doing a fantastic job. Really, I don't know how much better they could have made things, but the group that bought them, just as good and deeper pockets. So I'm looking forward to seeing what changes they've got in store. It is just a fantastic show. If anybody's remotely in the area, make sure you get your tickets and come to the AIMexpo. Runs all weekend for the public. They have the best selection of demo rides that you're ever going to see in the US, probably in the world. I mean, it's way better than Daytona. They've got more stuff, more bikes to ride, less crowds, at least the last 2 years. There's no better opportunity to demo bikes. Whether or not you're interested in one, maybe you think you are, and you want to confirm your thoughts. It's so important to test ride a bike. And I know I get a ton of people commenting that because I've said that, and they say, well, we can't in our area. Dude, I feel you. There are still some dealers, even around here, that don't allow test rides of any stock. The only thing you can ride are used bikes that they happen to have at the moment. Well, that doesn't tell you everything, especially if it's a new model. What are you going to do? Either not buy the bike or roll the dice, and it could be a very expensive mistake. But things like this show, they have hundreds of bikes available, dozens of different models. Most of the manufacturers there have all of their popular models. Usually when something is brand new on the market, they'll have one there. They make slight adjustments here and there, like Yamaha no longer offers the VMAX or the R1 because people crash them too often, and it was more a liability thing than anything. That's completely understandable. But common models, they're out there. Free. Tickets are dirt cheap. They're, I don't know, 10 or 11 bucks, and there's buy one, get one codes all over the place. They had one for Father's Day. Go on their Facebook page for the AIMexpo, and they're always putting the promo codes up. So it's super easy to get in for $5-6 a person. If you come on a bike, parking is free. Otherwise, I think it's $5 for a car. It's extremely reasonable. It's just an awesome time. And of course, the show is the main attraction. Inside you find, tons of bikes. Absolutely tons of bikes up for display. Harley doesn't really represent in that show. They have one local dealer that put up a small display the last 2 years. And, it's not really a Harley-centric show. It's pretty much everything else. So don't think of it as like a bike fest kind of thing. This is more of the mainstream biker interest. Tons and tons of booths. I'm going to change up the coverage I do for the show this year. And I got some new tools. Bought one of those 3-axis stabilized gimbals. What I'm going to do this year is concentrate more on the bikes themselves. The last 2 years, I did a lot of booth tours and interviews and things like that. And you know what I found? People just don't care about them. I found the same thing with the cigar show that I used to cover. I love talking to the people. I love doing the booth tours and the interviews and seeing the products and all that kind of stuff. But man, just looking at the views, most people don't care. So I only have so much time. I'm getting in during press day, which gives us unprecedented access. So I'm going to dedicate my time more towards the bikes themselves. Not exactly sure what I'll do, but I'm going to try to make it more appealing and interesting to my viewers. So if you guys have any specific suggestions on what you would like to see there or see me do, let me know. And if I can accommodate you, I certainly will. But what I at least right now plan to do are really good detailed video walkarounds of all the bikes. Fishing piers are pretty busy today. Can't really see them from the road here. You have to walk out on them. They started charging for this park though. It scared a lot of people away at first, but looks like they've come back and just probably have an annual pass. It's a lot cheaper to do it that way. But it's a nice park. It's a 24-hour fishing pier. It's the only one around here. That's where I go for some nighttime photography sometimes. The mosquitoes get brutal though. It's no joke. Oh, those clouds are ominous. Alright, I am gonna head back home if I don't get poured on by the time I get there, just in a couple miles. It is black. Oh, speaking of black, I'm gonna pick up a GoPro 4 black. I'm running 3 Plus blacks right now, but I got a beat on a real good deal on one, so I'll see if that goes through and see how it compares. I'm real happy with the 3 Plus quality. So just want to see how much better it is, if it's any better. Why not? Do a little review and comparison. Seen a few on YouTube, but nothing really specific about motovlogging. I think most of the limitations for the quality have to do with YouTube rather than the camera, and there's nothing I can do about that. My original footage just looks freaking awesome, and then it goes to YouTube and I want to cry. Facebook's even worse. Oh man, do they compress stuff. What are you gonna do? I see the lightning. It means the dog's probably going crazy. I cooked up a big pot of smoked chicken soup. That should be done right about now. It's almost 8 o'clock. How do I select my clock? There it is. I haven't set my daylight savings flip, so it's 8:01. I never pay attention to that. I'm used to your computer and your phone auto changing. Then when you get something like an old school bike, nope. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Staying dry, nice and relatively cool out right now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. I'll see you next time. Yeah, buddy. 5 seconds. That's good timing.